Welcome. Hi everyone, I'm Peter from Peter's English Podcast, and this is my Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. I'm your host Peter, and we can start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm going to read you my slogan. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, people, it's true. Okay, people, I had a very good lunch. We can start with the lunch because I had a very good lunch today. I had pork. Uh, what the, Peter, no one is no one is interested in your lunches. Okay, we can. Yes, I can do. I had chicken soup with with noodles and pork meat with potatoes and plums. Yes, it's a perfect food vocabulary. Yes, people, I had a very good lunch today, and yes, I can tell you the rules of this Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. I created my this kind of episodes that are called Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode because I want to stream and ramble. For 1 hour in English without any kind of preparation in English because I want to practice my speaking skills in English and I want to survive 1 hour in English and I want to improvise for 1 hour in English. I hope that no one will interrupt me, but it's impossible to do my live streams of my Peter's English podcast in totally quiet place of my house because everyone can go here and everyone can came here. People, you can ask Peter. I told you your parents that they should be quiet. Yes, people, I told them that my parents I want to do my live streams. Be quiet, please. Okay, they want to cooperate, but I mean people from outside the house. Everyone can come, but I hope that this time no one will came. I don't care. Yes, people. I think I have a very good idea. If someone want to came, yes, I can invite these guys here as my guests. But my family doesn't speak English. Yeah, okay, my family, don't please interrupt me right now because I'm doing my live stream. For one Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. Okay, and yes, I can continue uh, that people. I don't care what do you think about my podcast and what do you think about my learning English at all and what do you think about my novel, The Emperor Diary, because it's my hobby and no one can stop me. You cannot. Yes, yes. People, I think it's a very good idea to tell you that no one can stop me, no one can interrupt me, and you cannot shoot and you cannot tell me what should I do with my life because it's my business, it's my thing, and my hobby is learning English, doing my Peter's English podcast, and writing, streaming, and recording my novel, Viera the Emperor Diary. And what is learning English? It's listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English. Is about watching and listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks, and it's about and I yes, that's it. Okay, Peter, calm down. You have a plenty of time. And yes, people, again, heat wave. Yay, we are so happy. Yes, people, in Slovakia, in my village, is a heat wave again. But I checked the weather forecast for the next week. Oh, Peter, don't destroy something. It was very cheap. No. This time I cannot interrupt my podcast because I want uh, to continue with my live stream with because what is the main there are two most important things of the live stream. If it's a video live stream that it is there are two most important things: my webcam and my mic, Shure MV6, and it's connected, it's working, and Peter, please don't touch something because you can destroy it. Okay. What else? Yes, I was talking. Yes, I was talking that it's a heat wave. It's in Slovakia, but I checked the weather forecast for the next week, and it should calm down. I mean, the temperature. Well, we'll see. But yes, it's very hot right now, and I'm sweating like a pig. But who cares? Who cares? It's my hobby. No one and nothing can stop me doing my Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode, and I'm doing and I like to do this because I can simply do my favorite hobby, that is learning English, uh, doing my Peter's English podcast and writing my own English novel. We are Empire Diary. It's my hobby. I like to do this. And I don't want to spend my free time with someone who doesn't care about me, who gossip behind my back, or they talk about conspiracy theories and so on. No, thank you. And I don't like sitting with someone who doesn't care about me at all. No, no, no. I want to. Yes, people. I'm a sociable person. Yes, I want to connect with people like me who like learning English, who like watching movies and series in English, who like listening to interesting English podcasts and audiobooks, and who like doing their own English podcasts and writing their own English novel, like me. Okay, people. Yes, you can see now that that I that I had this lunch, and I had very good lunch. And okay, mm, Peter, simply continue because this lunch was very good, as you can see. Yes, yes, Peter. Yes, and think. Yes, I know why I had these problems, because I'm nervous. I'm nervous, and yes, I'm not nervous that I'm doing this podcast right now. I'm nervous that something that about a lot of things that that I have to that I'm nervous because I don't want to meet with my family who doesn't care about me. I'm nervous because my family can interrupt me again, and I don't like when someone interrupt my learning English, because as you know, I'm big fan of learning English. And yes, the next thing is my summer vacation is ending today. I'm a little nervous about this, but it's normal. It's normal that your vacation is starting, continuing, and ending. And now, yes, today is my last summer vacation day. But who cares? I was at home for 2 weeks, and I think it's right time to go to work, to do something useful. But as you know, I had planned with my summer vacation. I wanted to work in the garden. I wanted to do something useful at home. But yes, during this heat wave, it was impossible to do something outside. Or yes, because if you start to work like idiot, you start to sweat, and you can start to swear too because you are sweating. And it's not a very good feeling to work in these conditions, in this strong heat wave. No, 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 thank you. But okay, okay, what can I start? Yeah, I can start with this week. This week, I decided that this week I want to continue with doing my live streams, and I did so because I created 6 live streams, live streams, and it means I created six recordings of my Peter's English podcast at all. And the first recording is about chapter 3 of season 4 of my novel Red Empirical Diary. Next one is about Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode, and the fourth live streams are about people episode learned English with Peter. And these 3 episodes of my people episode learned English with Peter English are about learning English grammar, and about reading and acting interesting 500-word funny story that it's about learning English uh, with this English grammar. Yes, and the last people episode learned English with Peter is about storytelling. Yes, and this kind of storytellings are about generating a 500-word funny story by Microsoft Copilot. Yes, the first step is that I have to read it and act like real actor. The second step is explaining English grammar and vocabulary and Bob's your uncle. And then on this Friday was the publication day of Peter English podcast, where when I published 6 recordings of six recordings of my Peter English podcast. And on Saturday, I wrote, streamed, and recorded chapter 3 of season 4 of my novel, The Advent Diary. And today is my Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. And the plan for the next week is I want to stream 4 live streams of my picture mode episode Learn English with Peter. I want to continue with learning English grammar, and one because I decided that 3 episodes can be about English grammar. And why? My reason is that I want to practice my English grammar with AI chatbots. It's a very good thing. And the last 4th live stream of my picture mode episode, Learn English with Peter, has to be about storytelling, because I want to improve my English vocabulary too with the help of Microsoft Copilot. And why, Peter? Why you do everything with Microsoft Copilot? Because I pay for Microsoft service. I mean Microsoft 365 Premium, and because it's a good idea. Because I'm a storyteller too, except podcaster, YouTuber, storyteller, everything. And I'm writing my novel, and I can use this, but I don't use it because Peter, what they're talking about? Yes, of course you are using it because you are using the help of Microsoft Copilot. Yes, but yes, because I use the help of Microsoft Copilot only for translating, into polite modern British English, and it's a good idea because I cannot imagine to write the whole chapter in English without the help of Microsoft Copilot, because I'm not a native English speaker. Thanks to Microsoft Copilot, I can write um, in my mother tongue, that is Slovak, and Microsoft Copilot can translate it into polite spoken English, and it's great. And yes, and then I told you the plan, and yes, people, the next publication day is next Friday because it's week B. That means that I work in the morning. I'm going to work. I work in the morning, and then I want to continue with my traditional 14-day cycle when during the 5 you that means that I want to stream and record 8 episodes of my Peter English podcast for the for every last 14 days, because I cannot do it every day. It's not possible, because I work in the morning, then I work in the afternoon, and yes, I think I don't need to do more than 8 episodes. It doesn't matter. I think 8 episodes are enough for me. And yes, you know about my cycle that I want to continue. And now I can talk about chapter 3 of season 4 my novel, The Vampire Diary. It's called To Supernatural Festival. Yes, people. Yes, I can talk about this because this chapter 3 of season 4 my novel, of my own work, Viera, The Vampire Diary, it's about the Supernatural Festival. Yes, and I want to tell you now the whole content, because because this chapter 3 has 3 scenes. The first scene is about arriving Peter and Viera's new double bed into their room, because they slept independent in their own 2 beds. But Viera's family bought them as a gift for Viera, their new double bed. And yes, this scene has a lot funny, crazy dialogues, crazy, funny content, and Viera's family decided to buy a new double bed for Viera and Peter, because as apologizing for the toxic relationship between Viera and her family. And the second scene is about, and yes, Peter, yes, I forgot something, people. I forgot something to tell you, that at the end of scene 1, uh, Viera tried their new bed, and yes, of course, Viera and Peter bought new pajamas, new pair of pajamas for each other, because they didn't have anything new. They slept with in the old they use old clothes for sleeping, and Viera wanted to look perfect for Peter. She cared too much, but Peter calmed her down and told, "Sweetheart, don't care. It's not important. Let's go hug. Uh, let's go kiss each other and cuddle with each other." Yeah, and they did it, and Viera started a new lesson of conversation with Peter, because, as you know, in the past, Viera didn't care about Peter. She only shouted at Peter. She likes to give him orders and all, and so on, and she didn't care about him. But this season 4 is a big change. Is about a big change, because in season 4, Viera finally starts to behave like a real girlfriend, and Viera started to practice with Peter their lesson of conversation, and their first lesson was about Viera's thinking that is a good idea, that Viera's The Dark Organization can create a summer festival that can create a positive advertisement about werewolves and vampire and all, and it can create a positive feedback about their dark organization. And Viera did it, but she need a permission from the city. And what she did, she came. And now I can continue with the second scene where Viera with her female buddies, with her female vampires, went to seduce these leaders of the city. Yes, people, it's only fantasy. It's only fantasy. Don't blame me for this. It's only fantasy. Yeah, And but they wanted to go on a date with Viera and her female vampire girls, and Viera decided that she has to stop them, and she used her charm, her aura, and she controlled the leaders of the city, and she had this permission. And the last scene 3, it's about the supernatural festival, and it started with a great military parade of her of Viera's female tribe of female vampire hunters, and imagine this situation in the city, that Viera is riding her big werewolf. She is wearing her war cloth, and she has her sword and her golden bow, and beyond her are riding her female vampire girls, her tribe on their big werewolves. They're wearing war cloth and bows and swords. It's a fashion presentation. Yes, it's a fashion presentation for fans. Yes, it's a parade, it's a show. Viera likes to make shows, and then Viera's Dark Organization and organized a big folk festival that was about vampire folk groups that sang female that sang folk vampire songs and so on. And then at the end of this supernatural festival was the live stream of Viera's Dark Organization podcast, where Peter and his group was invited to this live stream. And yes, of course, this supernatural festival was very popular. There were thousands of fans, and Peter was very scared, and Viera too. But it was a big successful, and then they celebrated the success in the pub together. And then Viera went home with Peter to talk in their new bed. Yes, and that's it. Okay, now I can continue with a new topic, and it's called the statistics of Peter's English podcast. Yes, people, this part is called From the Kitchen of Peter's English podcast, and I can start with the total statistics of my Spotify for Creators account. And because I have I have 5,239 yes, total streams or downloads everywhere except YouTube. Yay! Thank you, guys. Now I want to continue with my Spotify, where I have 14 followers, 21 hours, and I think 11 minutes of watching, and the biggest majority of my audience only on Spotify are girls in my age from Slovakia. Yay! Thank you, girls and boys too, of course. Thank you, boys and girls too. And now I can tell you about my Peter English podcast RSS feed statistics globally, because I have because the biggest country where people like to listen to my Peter's English podcast is the USA, yeah, with 43%. The second place is for Japan with 14%. Third place is for Vietnam with 12%, and the fourth place is for Slovakia with 7%. Yeah, I'm so happy. Thank you, everyone. And now I want to continue with the devices, because the majority of people likes to listen or watch my podcast via how is called web browser. Yes, via web browser, and the biggest and the biggest and the most popular operation system where where not only Peter, where everyone where my audience likes to listen to or watch my Peter English podcast is Mac OS. The second place is for Windows. Third place is for Android, and I think the uh, fourth place is for I don't know what. I think that fourth place is for iOS, but I don't know. And now I can talk about my YouTube channel. Yes, because I have. Okay, I can start with my shorts. My shorts have 6,900 views. My long videos have 4,600 views, and my live streams together have 1,800 views. Yay! Thank you, guys. And that means that I have more than 13,000 views. Oh, perfect. And now I want to continue that for the last 28 that I have 771 views for the last 28 days, and I have 8.1 hours of watch time for the last 28 hours. Yay! Perfect. I'm so happy. Thank you, people. Now I want to talk about the countries, because the biggest country where people like watch my YouTube channel is the USA. Yay! Second place is for India, and the third place is for the United Kingdom, the UK. Yay! Thank you, people. Thank you very much. And now I want to continue with and the biggest majority of my audience are men in my age, and the second biggest majority are girls. Yay! Thank you, girls too. And now I want to continue about the most popular episodes of my Peter English podcast on YouTube, because the most popular the most popular short on YouTube has 1,500 views. It's about illnesses in English. Yay! Perfect. And the most popular long episode of Peter English podcast is my live stream of my Peter's Movie Magazine. It's about the American movie Spartacus with Kirk Douglas. And this live stream has today 1,000 views. Oh, thank you, guys. I'm so happy. Yes, people. And this live stream of Peter's Movie Magazine, Spartacus with Kirk Douglas, has 1,000 views and 6.3 hours of watch time. Perfect. And now I want to continue with the most popular episode. Peter, don't touch your headphone, because it was too expensive. Yeah. And the most popular episode of Peter English podcast that has the biggest watch time is the Mother of the Dinosaur Saga with 10.5 watch hours. Yay, perfect. And the other places are and the other two I think that, and then the second biggest, most popular, my story is Charlie Blackpool, the Pirate Queen, and it's my older story too. And yes, and then I think the other things are only shorts. I think I'm not sure now, but uh, I'm so, and yes, yes, of course, the episode about the Victory Day has, I think, 4 hours and of watch time. I'm not sure, but uh, then the biggest watch hours have, oh, again, the other version of my uh, the Mother of the Dinosaur Saga, and another version of the Mother of the Dinosaur Saga. That means the Mother of the Dinosaur Saga. My old story, my old saga in English has more than 10 hours of watch time. That's great. And it's very funny that these two saga, the mother of the Dinosaur Saga, and Charlie Blackpool, the Parrot Queen, are the most popular stories on my podcast, and the most popular episode with the biggest watch time. I'm so proud of myself, but these stories are too simple, and my characters in these stories doesn't have any personality at all. It's too simple, it's too stupid, it's too childish, but people like it. Okay, thank you very much. But you can discover Viera the Emperor Girl is the best of my storytelling skills, and people is this novel. And yes, I can tell you something about, yes, that these two stories are the most popular stories of my whole podcast with the biggest watch time. I mean, the Battle of the Dinosaur Saga and Charlie Blackpool, the Pirate Queen, and it means that uh, these two my stories, these two story sagas are about the main female character. That it's the main female character. That means these two stories, these two sagas are about my dream girl, that are about my dream girlfriend that I admire. Yes, secretly. And but yes, I simply like female main characters in my stories, and it means that people like main female characters in my stories, and it means that you can like my novel We Are the Vampire Diary that has now 81 chapters, and you can discover it, and you can support Vera with listening, watching, and reading. Yeah, you can do this. It's no problem. And oh, I've been streaming with for 27 minutes. No one interrupted me. Yes, I'm so happy. And yes, because I because I prepared myself for this. Yes, but you the reality, Peter. But you did no, you didn't prepare for this. Yes, as I said before, I only can prepare my family, but I cannot prepare everyone for this. And but I don't care. People can listen me, and people can see my paper with the Slovak phrase that I'm online, that you cannot interrupt me, and so on. But I don't care. Okay, and what can I talk about? I think that I told you about everything. But yes, I'm only streaming for 28 minutes, and I want to continue for the next 40 minutes. I'm feeling well. Yes, it's very hot outside, but I'm feeling well. And I told you the statistics of my YouTube channel. I told you my statistics of my Spotify for Creators account, and I told you the statistics of my Spotify. And yes, my Apple podcast Connect has the same statistics. That means I have there 7 hours of watch time and 12 followers. Yeah, thank you guys. And yes, I forgot something I didn't have on YouTube. Only 41 followers. And the biggest and people who like to listen my content are not my followers. People, please follow me my YouTube. Please follow me everywhere. I can have thousands, and or I can have millions of followers on YouTube or everywhere else, of everywhere else. But I don't care about this. I don't care. It's not. I don't do my podcast or and I don't write my novel because for be successful, and I don't know what I'm doing. My I like learning English because it's my hobby, and I like to uh, do my podcast, Peter's English podcast, and I like to write my novel, The Vampire Diary, because it's my hobby. Yes, people finally have to. You discover that Peter likes learning English. Yeah, what are you waiting for? You have to do. You can discover my YouTube channel that has. Yes, people, now you can discover that my YouTube channel has more than 1,200 videos together. Yes, it's a very big YouTube channel, but with only 41 followers. But thank you, thank you, people, thank you, my followers, thank you, thank you, everyone. And what else? Okay, I'm feeling well. I can continue, and I want to continue because I want to survive for 1 hour without any kind of preparation. Okay, yes, people, I told you that my summer vacation is ending. I'm looking forward to my work, like everyone else. But okay, I don't care. I was long enough at home. It's right time to go something useful at work, and not only be at home. And what else? And yes, I'm very I'm a little sad because I wanted to do something with my garden, but it wasn't possible. It was so hot outside that it wasn't possible. But who cares? I can do this later. Okay, what else? Yes, I can do free advertisement for my favorite English podcasters. Yay! Okay, let's start. I like to listen free favorite English podcasts. The first is Luke's English Podcast. Yay! Luke's English Podcast is about learning. Is about is for learning English, of course. What else? It's about British English, how it's spoken. Uh, the main owner and the main host is Luke Thompson. Is an English teacher and stand-up comedian from London. He lives with his family in Paris, in France, and he's podcasting for 17 years, and he did 1,000 free episodes, and he did more than 250 episodes of his LEP Premium, of his Lux English Podcast Premium, that is about professional teaching of British English, how it's spoken. I like to listen to these free episodes. I like to listen free archive of Luke's English Podcast, and I like to listen LEP Premium because I want to support Luke. I like Luke's job. Luke is my hero. Hi, Luke. And yes, this free advertisement is for you, just for you. And thank you for a great job. You are a great English teacher and great podcaster. You're my hero. And yes, people, you can discover episode 1000 of LEP. It's about Luke's traditional rambling. He's great, like usual. Luke is very funny. It's a very good exercise for your listening, because the most important thing is listening, yeah, and other things. And what else? And yes, every episode of Luke's English Podcast has at least 1,000 minutes. No, at least at last 60 minutes, 1 hour, of course. And you can discover Luke's English Podcast, follow Luke's English Podcast, and support Luke with paying for LEP Premium. And yes, I want to continue with my second most favorite, because it's all this English podcast is about American English and American culture. Is about American English conversation between two hosts. Yes, girls from Always English, Lindsay, Michelle, and Jessica. Yes, of course. Thank you, girls, for your great job. And the third, my favorite American English podcast is Speaking English Podcast now with Georgiana. And yes, of course, you can support Girls from Always English and Georgiana. Yes, if you want, it's your choice. I like to support Luke because he's my hero. And yes, and people from Slovakia or Czechia. If you don't know how you start to learn English, visit Viera online or jazykové mentoring.sk, and you can start to visit. You can start to watch free videos. Or if you really don't know what to do, how to learn English, simply pay for the service, and you can improve your English and really speak English like me. But people, I want to tell you that I don't pay for them for their paid service. I simply watch only their free videos. I mean that if you like to support jazykové mentoring.sk or Viera online podcast.cz, you can do this if you want. But I think their free videos are enough. But if you want to support them, and you think that their service is good for you too, because everyone is different. I didn't use their paid service, I simply use their free service. But if you want to use their paid service, yes, you can. It's your choice, not mine. But I only want to inform you, because thanks to Jazykovi mentoring.sk and Viuka online, I finally discovered how to learn English. Yay, thank you. Jazykovi mentoring.sk and Viuka online, and we can continue with another topic. And what else? Yes, of course. I think yes, I can talk about AI again, like usual, because I discovered a lot of conspiracy theories and sensations about AI on the internet. There are a lot of sensations on the internet. You cannot trust everything. It's only this articles wants your clicking, wants your click. Of course, it's about clicking. But because AI chatbots are very good for learning English, you can talk with them in English. They can repair your English grammar. They can help you with everything. You can talk with them in English. They can be your English teachers. They can find useful informations for you. Like, because people, let's be honest, I started this podcast. Thanks for AI chatbots. They are very useful and very good creative partners, and they were designed only for being your creative partners. They weren't designed as replacement for your real human friend. No, it were designed only for as a productive tools, not your friends. Yeah, you can talk with a chatbot like your friends, but it's only a tool for improving your life. And you can. I think that's a very good idea to do this, because it's better than scrolling boring social media the whole day like idiot. Yes, people. Yes, everyone. You, everyone. Because the most of the people only use internet for scrolling boring social media and boring shorts and reels on social media. Why people you are do this? Imagine, instead of scrolling, you could learn English like me. You can speak English like me. And why should you speak English? It's very easy. Thanks to I've been learning English since August 2022 until now, and you can see the difference. My English is good. Now I can do Peter Sunday 1 hour ample episode without any problems. But if everything is about practice. I've been learning English since August 2022 until now, because I want to change my life. And thanks to learning English, you can really change your life. Imagine, you can travel around the world, you can have a better paid job, you can meet new people, new friends, you can meet your girlfriend or boyfriend. Yes, if you are girl or boy, then imagine people who can enjoy a big world of English content, because let's be honest, 90% of the internet is in English. Yay, yes, is in English. And yes, you can watch movies and series in English. You can listen to a lot of English podcasts, because there is a big world of English podcasts and audiobooks in English. You can listen and read English audiobooks and ebooks in the same time, of the same author, of the same kind, and you can create your own English podcast for practicing your speaking skills. It can be your hobby too. You can write your novel, or your own English novel, not for being a novelist, but for learning English like me. Because now I can I'm streaming for 39 minutes. I don't want to talk only about every kind of rubbish. No, yes, yes, Peter's English podcast is about talking rubbish. I don't care. It's yes, okay, but I can explain you how to learn English. Yes, I explain you why you have to learn English, because English is a worldwide language of the number of the world. Everyone English is the main language of the world. Thanks to learning English, you can go to work. You can speak with everyone. Yes, everyone likes to learn English today, and it's normal to learn English. I think that English has to be the most important foreign language for everyone in the world, because yes, it's really true. English can be very useful for you. And how to do this? Simply, what to do first. I told you my way. Yes, my way was very specific because I started to learn. I remember now I started to learn English grammar. Yes, I start with English grammar. Maybe it was a good idea, maybe not. I don't care. But I simply learned English grammar for 1 year until because I wanted to learn English because I realized Peter English is the most important language at all. Because I remember I used to chat with girls via internet like everyone today, but I realized it's boring. And people on the internet only wanted to chat with you without reason. It was waste of time. And I remember that I started to write with an Ukraine girl, and I wanted to speak Ukraine. But I realized, Peter, why should you learn Ukraine? You should learn English. It's the most important language. Yes, and I did it. And you see, it was a very good idea. English now is my lifestyle, and it can be too for you. But you have to start now. I think you can start with English grammar books, but you have to listen to a lot. Yes, you have to listen to a lot because learning English has to be funny. You have to start with the listening and how to do this. Follow my favorite English podcasters. Uh, Download and install your favorite podcast app of your choice. Then you can start. And how to do this? You don't need to listen to whole episode at once. You can pause episode and close the app and return later. It can remember everything, don't worry, but you have to listen the whole episode, and you do this regularly for every day like me. I've been listening to my favorite English podcast since August 2023 until now for 3 years, and you can see the difference. You have to do this regularly every day. You don't need to do this for 1 hour, and you don't need only sitting and relax or sleep. You can do your chores at home while are you listening. It's a very good idea. Then you have to practice your reading skills. And what to do? It's very easy. Simply people buy audiobooks in English and buy the ebook versions of the text of the same novel and start to listen audiobooks in English. Very good idea. Because you have to see how real English looks like. Yes, people, thanks to listening audiobooks and reading ebooks of the same novel, of the same author in the same time, you can improve your reading skills. Thanks to listening your favorite English podcast, you can improve your listening skills. Because yes, what the best thing for listening, because you have to listen natural English how is spoken are English podcasts, because you have to listen natural English conversation between native speakers. This is very important because people, let's be honest, watching movies are scripted. Yes, you can watch sitcoms, for example, like me. I like to watching Family Guy now, but you can watch sitcoms are good for your English, but please don't watch only movies. You have to listen English podcasts because they're great. You can do whatever you want, and you can listen to natural English how it's spoken. Then you have to practice your writing skill, because yes, you have to not only listen, you have to write, you have to produce your English. And I think what to do. Simply people write diaries, chat with chatbots, and of course try to write your own novel for learning English. It can be short. It doesn't need to be Tolkien's Lord of the Rings or Rowling's Harry Potter. No, 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 no. It can be something short. Then you have to practice your speaking skill. And thanks to practicing your speaking skills, you have to practice your vocabulary and pronunciation. And what to do? You have to think in English, of course. This is most important thing. And you can talk in the front of the mirror, or you can do shadowing. Yes, But I think doing your own English podcast is the best idea. It can be short. You can do this whenever you want. You don't need to do 1 hour live stream like me, but you can if you want, and it's the best idea. It can be your hobby, and you need only modern laptop or modern computer, you need good dynamic mic, because I use dynamic mics. They are very good for you. Why? Because dynamic mics can record only your voice, if you, but you have to be very close near the mic. And it cannot record everything else that is in what is in another rooms, and your room has to be closed. Yes, your the door of your room has to be closed, and in this and then it can be everything okay. And yet, yes, you can do your live stream like me. Very good idea. You simply have to buy a good webcam, and you need LED light for your for very lighting of your face, and you can start. And yes, of course, you need you need free podcast hosting service. I use Spotify for creators. You can find something else. There are plenty of free services. Yes, there are free. You need to pay anything. You need to pay only for this stuff. But I think very good investment for your English. It's my hobby. I like to do podcasting. You can do this. You thanks to it, you can practice your English regularly, and it can be your hobby, like in my case. And you can invite guests. And I want to I would be like I would like to invite a guest, but it cannot be it cannot be everyone. It has to be someone who doesn't have a problem speak into webcam, who doesn't have problem with speaking, who doesn't have a problem doing live streams. He can speak naturally. He likes to joke. Yes, I don't like complaining about nonsense. It has to be simply a podcaster who owns its own English podcast, who writes its own English novel for learning English, and who likes learning English at all. Yes, it has to be English. Learning English has to be your lifetime, and I want to connect with these kind of people for whom is learning English a lifestyle. Yeah, it cannot be everyone. And yes, you don't need to be a podcaster like me, but learning English has to be your lifestyle, like in my case. And you can inspire yourself and do a podcast like me, and we can create Peter's talk show, Peter English podcast community. And I want this kind of episode can be named, can be titled Peter's talk show. And yes, I want to title this kind of episode Peter's talk show that are about my interview with my guests. And I want to guest my friends in my guests in my house, in my living room. Not here, don't worry, not here. In my living room, there is a lot of space. There is a where can sit. Where can I sit with my guests? I think one guest is enough, because yes, I don't have podcast stuff for this. I have only one dynamic mic, and I don't have two. I don't have audio interface, because if you want to do Peter's talk show like me, if you want to do live stream with your guests, you cannot use only one dynamic mic. Shure MV6 that has USB-C port. No, it has to be dynamic mic with XLR port, and it has to be two XLR dynamic mics connected into one audio interface, and this audio interface has to be connected to your laptop, and you have to connect your headphones into this audio interface, and then you can do live streams with your guests. I think I am right. Yes, I am right. You can find on the you can use chatbots, and they can help you. It's a very good idea, I think. And I would like to do Peter's talk show with my guests. It's a very good idea, but where should I find these guests? I don't know. It cannot be everyone. Yes, in these times, people are scared of doing this. People that don't want to publish this. People care about them too much. But okay, I accept it. I think solo podcasting is good too, is very important too. But I would like to do Peter's talk show with my guests like me, who likes learning English, who own their own English podcast, and who are doing their own English novel like me. Yes, is a very good idea at all. And what else? Yes, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be streaming for 49 minutes. It went this time is yes, this time is going so quickly. And but yes, I like to this podcast, and you can see that I can talk and talk and talk about every kind of nonsense. We found problems now, and we found problems. But I had to tell you something, people, that I discovered when I talk with someone in English. It is a different fairy tale. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, in that now I can tell you about this. It's a very good idea. I have to tell you something, people. When I try to speak with someone in English, with real people, I'm shy. I'm so shy that I cannot talk. I'm stuttering and so on. It's like Peter's C1 creator mode escaped somewhere, and Peter's A0 clown mode stays student cute mode. I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't tell me why. I don't ask me why. I don't know. In simply, I'm too shy. I don't know why I'm so shy. I don't know. But the problem is that I don't have my own guess. I don't have any guess, and this can be the problem a little. But it doesn't mean that solo podcasting is bad. No, it's a good idea. It's a good idea because I simply it's not a problem if you can do solo podcasting. It can really help you because speaking with someone is about practicing. Imagine, people, that practicing your English with someone is it's not about practicing in the safe place of AI chatbots. Uh, Practicing conversation in English has to be practiced with someone else. Yes, with a real human is normal. And yes, I'm looking into myself because thanks to this, I'm feeling like I'm talking with another boy like me. And yes, because we humans like to look at each other while we are speaking. And yes, I think that everything is about practicing and it's about psychology. And I don't know. Sometimes I speak normally with people in English, sometimes not. But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I don't know. Maybe I'm too shy because I didn't practice it. Yes, I didn't practice it. Because yes, you can tell Peter, but you cannot speak. Like, your podcasting is great. Yes, I know because I practice it. And this is the same. I'm so shy when I speak with people in English because I didn't practice it. I had to practice it regularly, and I don't have this kind of episodes. I don't have guests. I don't have Peter's talk show, and it would be a great idea because it can really because my Peter's AI0 clown cute student mode could escape, and my Peter's C1 creator mode could stay forever. But I okay, it's I think the future of my podcast is about Peter's talk show, about starting Peter's talk show because it's a very good idea, and I want to do this Peter's talk show. It's a very good thing, and it can help my podcast at all. My podcast can increase thanks to Peter's talk show. And yes, I'm still waiting for Apple Podcasts, Apple Podcast Connect uh, videos. Thanks to this, I can send my video via RSS feed from my Spotify for creators into Apple Podcast Connect. But this is the music of the future, It cannot be right now. Okay. Oh, I've been streaming for 53 minutes. Yeah, I'm so happy. And yes, I would like to improve my podcast with Peter's talk show with my guests. Yes, it would be great to have real guests in my house, speak them with English, doing live streams. Yes, publish it. And in that case, I would like to buy two dynamic mics with accelerator ports, and one with two boom arms, and with one audio interface that has two ports, because I think one guest for me is enough. I don't think that I need more than one guest per live stream. Why? Because it costs a lot of money. This, yes, Peter, you had to do this because it's your hobby. Yes, but I don't have any guests until now. I don't need to buy, and I think a good start is having one guest per episode, per live stream, and then publish it. Yes, because it's not very easy to find someone these days. Yes, people. It's not easy. I don't know anyone like me in my area. I don't know anyone who lives near me in East Slovakia, who is a podcaster like me, whose podcast is in English, whose hobby, who is lifestyle is learning English. Is I don't know about these guys, about these girls. I don't know anything. But okay, if you like, yes, at the end, you can please people follow me everywhere. You can practice English, because how to learn English today? You have to, in these days, you have to practice, practice, and practice everything in the funny way. And yes, I cannot tell you, explain you something about English vocabulary and about English vocabulary. People, you cannot learn English vocabulary like poems. No, it doesn't work. I found on the internet, thanks to help of AI chatbots. Yes, I found it on the internet, that how to learn English vocabulary. You have to listen a lot of English podcasts, and you have to, and you have read a lot or listen to English audiobooks while you are reading in the same time, and then you can see real English grammar and vocabulary in the real text. And yes, we people like to learn something in a funny way, and learning English has to be funny, and learning English can be funny if you know how to do this. And for me, yes, I'm very happy that I've been learning English since August 2022 until now, and you can see that it works. But everything is about practicing. You cannot simply start to learn, start English. You cannot simply learn English and think that you can do this, that you can learn for 1 day or 1 hour or 1 minute. Everything needs time. English is like running a marathon. It's not like running a quick or fast race. No, it has to be lifestyle for forever. You cannot simply tell, okay, now I'm speaking, now I'm C2 speaker, I don't need to do anything with this. No, it's a very good lifestyle. People, imagine that you used to watch Slovak television or Czech television, but now you don't need to do this. You can listen to you can listen English in English movies and series, thanks to broadcasting services. You can listen a lot of English podcasts and audiobooks. You can start your own English podcast on the internet. It's a very good idea to do, and you can write your own novel like me for learning English. And it's a very good idea. You can simply do this. You can have fun with learning English, and you can find a very good English lifestyle. Yes, you can find your own hobby, and because this hobby you can do for the whole year, forever. This hobby doesn't depend on the weather forecast. No, you can simply learn English whenever you and however you want. And now, okay, at the end of this live stream, I want to warn everyone who's try to give me orders. How should I live? What should I do with my life? And because you cannot stop me from learning English, you cannot stop me from doing my podcast. You cannot stop me, and you cannot give me orders. What should I do in my life? I don't care about you. And if you, yes, you can gossip behind my back, but I don't care. I don't care about you. I want to like learning. I like learning English. I like to do my podcast, Peter English podcast, and I like to write my novel, The Vampire Diary. And you cannot stop me. And I don't want to spend my time with you, because I don't want to listen your boring talking, your boring speech, your boring personality. If you have another, okay, yes, everyone is different. I accept this, but learning English is for everyone, and it's really true, and it can be funny. Yes, everyone can do this. It's very funny for everyone. Okay, I think I'm going to read my novel and you're what you're talking about. You read your novel yesterday. Yes, I'm sorry. I want to read my slogan and Bob's uncle, and here is: learn English, be successful, change your life, open other doors, create your own podcast, write your novel. You don't need to be talented, because learning English is for everyone. Okay, people, that's it for today, but I want to stream. Okay, now is my microphone close to me. And yes, I think that it was perfect until now. And yes, I like to use hands. Yeah, I like to use hands. And as you can see, everyone can learn English. It's very easy. It's only everything is about routine. Everything is about, yes, you have to know, you have to want to do this, and everyone can do this. It's for everyone. It's really true. You have to do this in the funny way, and I don't believe that other people doesn't like to listen to interesting English podcasts, and because they are thinking that they don't need English. Why should do you think that that English is not important in Slovakia? What do you think? Yes, it is important. If you want to have better paid job, if you want to travel, Slovakia is a very little country. It's part of European Union. You can travel, you can meet new people, and you can be successful. And there is a lot of English content. You can simply have great lifestyle, great hobby. And I think, oh, been streaming for 1 hour now, that everyone can do this. And it's everyone can practice, but you have to only start, and you cannot stop it because it has to be your hobby. But I think everyone can do this. And yes, people, that's it. I think I want to stream for the last 2 minutes. And Bob's your uncle. Okay, I'm very successful because I've been streaming for 1 hour now. And I think 1 hour is enough. Yes, and I'm not sweating. Yes, it wasn't so hot today at all. But okay, I want to stream for the last 2 minutes because I want to be sure that this live stream has more than 1 hour. Because the main goal of this podcast, of this Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode, is to talk about every kind of rubbish for 1 hour, and I can do this, and I'm proud of myself because everyone can do this, and I did it again. And you can do this too, but you have only to start. That's it. And okay, I've been streaming for 1 hour and 1 minute. I've been streaming for 61 minutes. What to tell at the end? People, please don't use apps that are talking that they can learn you English. No, there isn't a app that can learn you that can teach you English. It doesn't exist. This kind learning English is not about playing with apps. You have to really learn English in this way. And people in Slovakia, just visit these free videos of jazykovej metody .sk or Výuka online.cz, and other people. There are videos how to learn English and it's not about only playing with apps. And please don't give positive ratings for this app in app stores, because it's rubbish. It's not true, and these apps are not good for learning English. This is nonsense. Okay, and that's it for today, people. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please follow me everywhere. And yes, that's it for today. I really want to end because I'll be streaming for 62 minutes. That's it. No one interrupted me. Peter, I did it. Peter and people, I did it. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. And I want to end this live stream. Thank you, people, for watching. Thank you for listening. And I want to tell you bye-bye.